everybody! Hey. Wow, what a crazy year. 2023 was crazy. Oh my god, 2023 was a movie, guys. As one of my final videos of the year, I thought it would be fun if we sat down and I told you my top 10 favorite albums of the year. Because I know y'all are dying to know. I have my 10 favorites in order. Number 1 being my favorite, number 10 being my least favorite out of my favorites. You know what I mean? I also thought it would be fun as I talk about each album, I'm gonna give you my top 3 favorite songs off said album. Isn't that so fun? That's so fun. I just love talking about music, dude. I say it every time. I love talking about music. I didn't include any deluxe albums or any re-recordings because there were a few that I was debating. I'm just relieving the stress because otherwise it'd be too hard to pick. If you're curious to see what my Spotify Wrapped looked like this year, I made a full video reacting to it with you, so you can go check that out and see which artists and which songs came out on top. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with number 10. Number 10 is gonna be Calico by Ryan Beatty. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name, so I'm really sorry. Oh my god. Anything this man puts out, I'm going to be eating up. He's one of those artists where maybe I won't listen to it as soon as it's released. I will eventually make my way to it, and when I do, this discovery is, I'm gonna feel like I just discovered like a new planet. Like, I mean, his music is so beautiful. The way he layers his vocals in some of these songs is literally heaven. I feel like I started listening to his music probably like 2018. Boy in Jeans, that album's great. No one ever talks about Dreaming the David though. That 2020 album, Dark Circles, Flowers at the Door, Evergreen. He's so talented. More people need to be talking about it. So my top 3 off the album, Ribbons, White Teeth, and Bright Red. He's got such a vibe, and it's all like, all his albums are blue, and I love it. Oh my god, I love the aesthetic. All right, let's go on to my 9th favorite album of the year. Is gonna be Shaky Knees by Kid Bloom. Now, technically this is an EP. However, I'm including it anyways. Yeah, it's an EP. But it's fine. I love Kid Bloom. I really do. His last album was incredible and I still am listening to it. I'm listening to those songs constantly. I saw him live. He opened for Bad Sons. Like, name a more perfect duo. I really got my money's worth out of that. Kid Bloom is highly, highly underrated. All around great music, and Shaky Knees is no different. My top 3 favorites, What You Need, Feel It, and Shaky Knees. His music's great. Yeah. Oh my god, okay, number 8. In our 8th spot, we have Jaguar II by Victoria Monet. She's another artist that I fear is so deeply underrated, underappreciated. She just deserves more recognition because her voice is so beautiful, and I don't understand why more people don't talk about her. Like, hello? She's right there. And I keep seeing all these videos of her performing and I'm like, I need to see her live. I feel like maybe at one of Ariana's tours she opened and I saw her and it was great, but I could be making that up. And I feel like I didn't listen to her enough. And then this album came out and I was like, wait, I'll just hop on now. And I'm so glad I did because it's great. Jaguar, the album, the first one, amazing. If I could put both of them on here, I would. All right, my top 3 off this album. All Right, How Does It Make You Feel, and Hollywood featuring Earth, Wind & Fire and Hazel Monet. Who the f is just getting Earth, Wind & Fire featured on their album? Like, it's magnificent. It's amazing. Her voice is addicting. I love her. Number 7. Our number 7 spot. This is one of those bands that I do not talk about enough, and I think they need to be talked about. Number 7, we have Blame My Ex by The Beaches. I heard the song Blame Brett by The Beaches. I heard that and it was done for. Last summer, this was all I played. The song's amazing. Go listen if you haven't, and then listen to the rest of the album because it's also amazing. I love them. I need to listen to their other music actually, but you know what? I'm trying to support more girls. I feel like I don't listen to enough female bands specifically. Okay, so top 3 off this album. It is so difficult for me to choose, so I have 4. I have 4 instead of 3 because I couldn't choose. Favorite songs are not in any order, they're just my favorites. All right, we have Me and Me, Everything is Boring, What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Paranoid, and My Body featuring Your Lips, featuring Beach Weather. Name, like, how? That song is perfection. Let's go into number 6, which is the most different genre. It's like so out of left field, I feel like, in this list. Like, it doesn't really make sense, but trust me. We have Perfect by Lil Hero. Love Lil Hero. Okay, I heard Big Flirt, and like I said, it's over for me. It was over for me at that point. I was like, I'm in. This album, the vibe is everything, okay? I guess this is technically like hyperpop. The way I want to describe them, like, it's hyperpop. It's like kind of sparkly and like girly and fun. You know what I mean? I didn't expect them to put out an album, but I was like so grateful they did because it's amazing. All right, my favorites, Big Flirt, Radar, and Boxers. And guess what? All 3 of those ended up in my Spotify Wrapped in my 100 most listened to songs. They're all in there at some point. Which I think I made that playlist public on my Spotify profile, so if you want to go see my top 100 most listened to songs of the year, you can go check it out. But Little Hero was great. I feel like I don't talk about, like, I love Hyperpop, dude. I don't know what it is. It's one of those things that just gets in my brain and like my brain likes it. My brain likes the Hyperpop. Little Hero and Halo, those are my two favorite Hyperpop artists at the moment and have been for like 2 years. Yeah. All right, we're in our top 5, dude. We're in our top 5. I'm trying to get through this. I want to talk about these next few albums, okay? Number 5, we have Courage by Secondhand Sound. When I tell you, oh my god, I might cry. When I first heard this album, that point on, I have not stopped listening to this album. And when I tell you it has been on repeat, I think I wake up every day and I shuffle this album to start my day. I don't know what it is. It is addicting for me. Don't know what it is. I love them, actually. I need to go back and listen to their older stuff, but this new album, Courage, oh my god. Oh my. Please do yourself a favor. If you like Inhaler and like alternative rock music, please go listen. I posted the album on my Instagram story and tagged them and I was like, you guys are crazy. This is amazing. And they DM'd me. I was like, guys. They DM'd me and said thanks. And I was like, welcome. Again, I couldn't pick 3 songs, so I had to pick, oh my god, I'm gonna have to pick 4 or 5. I'm not kidding when I say every song, like every song. My top 4. I don't know how to pronounce this one. It's the first song I heard by them.
Rorschach.
Rorschach? Okay. I mean, that's what they say in the song, so I guess that's how you pronounce it. Rorschach? That's the first song I heard by them. It came in my Discover Weekly. Thank God. Grapes Off the Wallpaper. That might be my favorite off the album. The Teardrop Always. Car Sex is Good. Stone's Throw. Like, I'm just naming every song. Just go listen to it and you'll understand. I feel like these next 4 might be a little obvious if you watch my channel or know me. So let's just get into it. All right, number 4. In our number 4 spot, we have The Show by Niall Horan. And yes, I did manage to get tickets and I am so excited. He released those dates and Texas wasn't on there and I lost my mind. 0 Texas dates? Like none at all. You're not even gonna, okay. Like I don't blame you, Niall, but like, what about me? You know what I mean? So I was patiently waiting and then not so patiently waiting for him to add Texas dates, complaining about it so much. But guess what? That complaining worked out for me because then he eventually did add Texas dates and I got tickets. So I will be seeing Niall Horan in August. I will be vlogging. Duh. I feel like I just need to do an entire deep dive into all of Niall's music because I haven't heard every single song, but I feel like after listening to the show and reacting to it on the channel, go watch. I mean, I like the music that I've heard from him, so I feel like I just need to go back and do like a whole listen through of his entire discography. That being said, my favorites from the show are If You Leave Me, On a Night Like Tonight, and Must Be Love. I have a feeling those are my 3 favorites that I said the first time I listened to it, but I love the entire album. Like, the show, the song, amazing. Like, ugh. All right, moving on. We're down to our top 3. My 3rd favorite, and I am shocked that this one is not higher, but we will get into that. My 3rd favorite is Infinite Joy by Bad Sons. One of my favorite bands of all time. I love Bad Sons so much. I just love them. They're great. And we've been like interacting on like TikTok and I'm like, what? Okay. Send me merch, I don't know. Infinite Joy, the reason this one is not higher, and I fully expected it to be higher before hearing it, it's not bad by any means. It is a great album. However, compared to their other music, I don't like it as much. Haven't been listening to it as much as their other stuff still, even after it's come out, but I still like it. So that's the only reason it's not higher. I also reacted to this album. These last 4, I reacted to all of them. So if you want to go check those out, they're linked up above, I guess. My top 3 off Infinite Joy though, Everything Is, Just a Feel Your Touch, and Living or Dying, which I also think those are my favorite after my first listen through. Sorry, I hate change. I do. Sorry if the angle has changed. I had to change my camera battery because it died. We're down to our top 2. These 2 albums, it was kind of incredibly difficult for me to choose between these 2, which one was gonna be number 1 and which one was gonna be number 2. But after seeing my Spotify Wrapped, there was only one answer for number 1. My 2nd favorite album of the year is Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. I am devastated. Actually, I need a word stronger than devastated to describe the way I feel about not getting tickets to the Guts tour. I am so upset that I did not get tickets, and you know what? I'm just gonna blame that ass Ticketmaster because they ruin everything. I don't know why, whatever. That's a different conversation. I could totally rant for like half an hour about how much I hate Ticketmaster, but Guts is an incredible second album. I didn't expect it to be bad, but I didn't expect it to be competing as much as it is with me with Sour. Like, they're both so good. I mean, I just like want to be Olivia Rodrigo. I don't think y'all understand. I get comments all the time. They're like, oh my god, you look like Olivia Rodrigo. And I'm like, guys, I like want to be her. I want to have her closet. Y'all understand. I love her a lot, and this album knocked me knocked me out of my socks. My top 3 are Making the Bed, underrated fave, okay? Every time I hear people talking about Making the Bed, they don't like it. How do y'all not like it? Making the Bed is my favorite. Then we got Love is Embarrassing. I'm so glad people are now giving her the props for this song because, oh my god, masterpiece. Love is Embarrassing is like such a good pop song. Love is Embarrassing is so good. And it's so relatable. It's hashtag relatable. My third favorite is The Grudge. This is a new favorite for me. I feel it is also underappreciated. People were saying, they were like, if you had to take a few songs off Guts, what would they be? People were saying Making the Bed and The Grudge. And I'm like, did we listen to the same songs? I love this album so much. And you know what? If Olivia's team would like to send me a PR box full of like a bunch of merch or whatever like I've seen y'all doing, hit a girl up. My DMs are open. My business email is down below. We have made it to my top album of the year, my number 1. Oh my god. This album, I can't describe the way this album makes me feel, which would be none other than Cuts and Bruises by Inhaler. This is another sophomore album that I didn't think I would like as much as their first album, but I don't know. Cuts and Bruises is competing with It Won't Always Be Like This for me. They're both incredible albums. My favorites off the album, again, I can't choose 3. I can't just choose 3 favorite songs. I have to choose at least 4. And those 4 are going to be When I Have Her on My Mind, Perfect Storm, Devil in Ecstasy, and The Things I Do. It's debatable, but these are the 4 best songs off the album. The Things I Do, again, underappreciated. It's so amazing. I think it is vocally and instrumentally one of their best songs out of their entire discography. It's amazing. And I love it. And yeah, it was my top song of the year. It was my most listened to song of 2023. And you know what? I think that's respectable. Those are my top 10 favorite albums of the year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite album of the year was. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe down below for more videos from me. I make a lot of reactions. I make a lot of videos about music and about One Direction. So stick around. My Spotify is linked down below, again, if you would like to check that out. And I will see y'all next year. Okay.